Yeah.
We're live.
What up, pre-gamers?
Happy pregame day.
Happy hump day pregame.
Yeah.
You can see a third party in the house today. Theo Malone hanging out.
Theo Malone.
Good morning.
What's going on?
Just a lovely day off from work.
Let's be honest, it sucks outside.
Yeah.
And I think the reason that we think it sucks is we got a little spoiled. I think, what do you call that? You call it the fake spring?
Fake
Is that what
spring.
you call it?
Well, we're going to fake. It was a fake. Now we get a fake couple of winter days.
And then back up to 80 by Saturday,
Yeah.
right?
It snowed.
It snowed out out
Yeah.
in the panhandle a little bit, didn't it?
It snowed here.
I was inside. I got so pissed last night. I'm like, we're just going to like shut the blinds and crap when I got home.
Everything okay at home?
Oh, yeah. I don't like the weather. You know me, seasonal depression. I want to get out of it. Like
I came out to my car. There was snow on my car last night when
Yeah.
I got off of work at 9 o'clock.
it just makes you mad. Like, and I know I was the one that kept saying, "Hey, fake spring." But then, like, you get a taste of it. I was wearing, almost cussed. I was wearing shorts on Monday.
You could cuss now. We're not on air.
I know, but I need to stop it.
You can
you
say
know.
shit.
And you'll be wearing shorts Saturday too.
No, Saturday. Yeah, we're outside playing. We have outside practice.
Where at?
At our practice along the 40th and Sawtilla.
Okay.
We have a little practice field. Snow squalls were intense last night. Yes, they were. Justin.
Man. Those snow squalls. We got to cancel.
Honestly, I'd tell you, I was at one my locations yesterday at lunch, and we saw a car pull up, and he started running. He was in drive-through. Then he got back in. We're like, what the hell? The wind, the way it was coming, like almost out of the west, kind of.
Yeah.
Busted, like it kind of like, I don't know if it like shook the drive-through like menu board, and it flew it open, and the menu was down the road.
And he was running after it?
Yeah, one of our guests, but then our manager had to go down and snag it. That's how intense the wind was coming down through that drive-through.
Nelly says, come on, state basketball in Nebraska. Expect snow, ice, and bad drivers.
I expect the latter. The other part at the end of that, bad drivers. They're out. That's part of when we come on today is like, not be cautious and bundle up. It's be cautious of the different county numbers that are in this city right now. This is, I don't know, question of the day. Is state basketball, people that are coming from different parts of the state, worse driving than the pickup line or drop off at school? There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're all from Crete.
Because you get like
the concrete.
You get these people from 91 county that they maybe have 2 stoplights in the entire county.
Right.
And those stoplights just flash red every direction anyway. They don't ever turn green.
No.
And you get them downtown where one ways
Hold that
lead into
thought.
other one ways.
Hold
that
that. We gotta
thought.
go.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Now walk it out. Walk it
out.
out. Walk it out. Walk it out. DJ runs down the track.
Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy hump day. Welcome in the morning hookup. Bill Hooks, Will Wilson, also joined by Theo Malone in the house. Good morning, fellas.
What's up?
Living, man. It's that time. It's cold outside. If you're on the pregame, we're kind of doing this now where it's cold outside, and God, just intense. Fake spring was happening. Now we're getting a few rough days of wind, and the thing that drove me crazy was the wind, number one, but 53 for a high roughly yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And it got like at some point in the middle of the night when it was like negative wind chill.
You got cold.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
But what else do you expect? And Eric, I agree with you. What else would you expect with state basketball in town?
Yeah. We're getting it.
Yes. His comment was, come on, state basketball in Nebraska, expect snow, ice, and bad drivers. Bad drivers, yes.
Now, I have to say, I do love state basketball.
Oh,
I think it's so
we
much
love
fun.
state basketball. I think it's an electric time for the teams that are coming to town, the people that are coming to the big city to hang out.
Theo and I are going to be calling a game tomorrow night at PBA.
Who do you got?
Norris and Beatrice.
That's right.
Let's go.
Norris and Beatrice.
Oh,
Little Class B action.
That'll be awesome.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
But yeah, just be cautious, be careful out there when you see different county numbers on the plates. They might not know the one ways. They might not know direction.
There's a lot of one ways in downtown.
Yeah, there is.
Kind of confusing.
Reading signs is tough.
It is.
And they always go really slow when they go by the Capitol.
Yeah.
They tend to just gawk at it.
Or they're looking for the cat. Whenever I drive by the Capitol, I'm looking for the
lot.
cat.
It's a lot to take in. The sights.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There's a lot to take in.
Right. It's tall buildings. And these aren't silos.
No. And I
What is that?
I had the same thought. I was driving because when I drive out to the station, I go right past Devaney.
We got Ryan Schmidt saying go Beatrice.
Go
He's
beat Rice.
saying go Orangemen. Or do you
Let's
say
go.
Orange Ladies since it's girls basketball?
I don't know if you do
No.
because at Waverly, it's the Vikings and Vikqueens. Is what I've found out.
I don't know. Ryan, you let us know.
Ernesto says Bill's radio checks from yesterday shows awesome improvement. Metal yellow first red. I guess you did a good job
Thanks,
yesterday,
Ernesto.
Hooks. We got a good show coming
We have a
up.
great show here in a minute. We're going to talk hoops to kick it off. It's going to be a lot of hoops today, and that's it's a great time to talk hoops. Not only because Nebraska where they sit right now after last night. We have Henry T. Buchanan, and Henry is always a pleasure to have, a Husker legend. But he's having us on with him today. We're going to welcome Larry Florence, which is going to be awesome.
Excited to
We
talk
all
to
know
Larry.
the story that the hardships that he's going through right now. And I know Husker Nation, especially his Husker brothers, have opened their arms up and put them all around him right now as he goes through struggles. But today, man, we're going to talk to him about this team, his teams that he played for. T will probably bust out and tell him what he said the last time about how athletic Larry was.
Oh, yeah.
Few's got some stuff for Larry as well. So we'll spend quite a bit of time with them. And we'll also tell you guys how you can help support.
Definitely.
Okay, because there's a GoFundMe page, and you can read through it. We'll probably post it today, too.
Okay. Yeah,
Let's
definitely.
post that out today.
Definitely.
We can even put on the stream the link on all that stuff. So that way we can continue to help and support because there's a lot of times in life where you meet people or you don't, or somebody in your own life that is going through stuff. And there's so many different ways to help through the love, support. And if you got a dollar, $5, whatever it is, to just show is to show the love. And a lot of times it can be prayer that can be supportive as well. So we'll have those guys on in about 15 minutes or so.
And Bill, before I forget too, and what you'll find out about Larry is he is a very, very proud individual, and he's one that just doesn't want to ever ask for help. And so it's not him asking. It's the Husker fans and the Husker brothers that are banding together to help him. So
a few comments to get to. Mom is saying Orangettes. Orangettes.
She was.
I think that might be a joke. And then
That's what they said because she was there.
And then a lot of people really liked the sauna talk yesterday.
Yeah.
I think we need to make that a Thursday segment.
Yeah, Thursday sauna talk.
Every Thursday we'll talk to Christian, or maybe it has to be Tuesdays since he's in the gym Tuesdays.
Yeah, maybe it's Tuesdays. Well, whatever it happens, we need to have sauna talk because we have sauna talk that could pop up. Also, by the way, tomorrow, don't forget. I know we have so much to get to today, but tomorrow's Ask Will Anything Thursday. So get your questions ready, the hard-hitting questions.
And again, the only thing I ask
didn't that spiral last week?
It did. It was
yeah,
awesome.
you had family members pitted against other family members.
And that's the only thing I ask is do not make me try and betray my family again.
But it was your family doing it.
Your family asked you to betray them.
And I'm asking them to stop doing that.
I encourage every bit of what they did.
That sounds like a Wilson conference call later.
I encourage every bit of what they did. I also encourage you, if you haven't had the chance, and stream us, tell your friends. We're on at Twitter and Facebook. X, what do you want to call it? Twitter, Facebook, at KFR Radio, at KFR Sports. You can jump on there. You can continue to subscribe to YouTube too for at the morning hookup.
Yeah. Yeah. We never really discussed that our last goal didn't really get met.
No, that was my fault. They didn't like me.
Yeah. People don't like you, Hooks.
No,
what the hell?
Something that we do like, by the way, is Husker Hoops right now. And what is happening right now is you, after last night, Husker fans, if you were, I don't know where you were at, if you aren't like me, I was watching hoops because I always love just go home on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and catch hoops because we have nothing going on at night, which is awesome. Indiana did us a favor last night, beating Wisconsin 74-70 after a false alarm happened there. They had to evacuate.
What happened?
The sirens and stuff was going off. I don't know.
Really? It was just
the
fire alarm?
It just, glitch in the system. Whatever. Nothing came out of it. They had to file in.
That's supposed to be our move. Nebraska fans,
maybe
that's supposed to be our move.
How do you know it wasn't our move?
Hey, maybe
we are now sitting in double bye territory after last night.
Where's Ernesto? Has anybody checked? Was he in Bloomington last night?
He might have been
pulling the fire alarm.
Might have made a call.
Could you imagine, like down here, trying to 15,000 people just standing out there in the rail yard and then trying to file them back in?
Oh, I don't even think they got let back in last night. They left and I'm pretty sure they finished the game without fans.
They did. They had to file all that stuff. But at the end of the day, Nebraska now sits in double bye territory.
Woo.
4th in the Big Ten. You're like, how'd they do it? Well, remember, they have split games, but overall Nebraska their overall record being better put you in the 4th spot.
Is that what the tiebreaker is?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they beat each other home and away.
Right. Yeah.
So your overall record puts you in 4th place. You look at the bracket right now, you are, boom, in the 4th spot with 3 to play. Big one coming up Thursday night.
I'm nervous.
Should be.
The last 2 times we've gotten the double bye, we're 0-2. We're 0-2 with double bye games. So I'm nervous about that. But I like your point, Theo. 3rd place isn't out of the picture.
It's not. And I mean, you'll take the double bye however you can get it because you're going to get more rest. Normally we're accustomed to playing on Wednesday as like the 12th seed and then knowing that we have to win 5 straight and we'll pull off 1 or 2. And by then the guys are just gassed. I mean, from just a fatigue standpoint, that double bye is huge. But we've also talked about, and let's call it what it is. We did beat Purdue at home, but they're going to be angry. And if you have to play them, let's make it on the final day. But I like where this team is heading. But Will, I think it was last week we talked about, the remaining games coming up. And we both have this next one circled at Ohio State because that could have went one of either way, 2 ways. Once they got rid of Coach Holtman, we thought, well, maybe some of these kids have 1 foot in the transfer portal. But it seems like a lot of them are like, hey, let's circle the wagons. And they've been playing decent ball. So it's going to be a real test. I mean, every one of these games is important, and the coaching staff is one at a time. And, of course, they're focused on it. But this next one, that's a big one. You get that, and I think things are going to look a lot better in the final stretch.
It's big in a couple ways, not only to get the win on the road, but if you look at it from a point standing, a net ranking standing, it's a quad 1 away. You want to cement yourself clearly in the tournament. Forget the getting into the Big Ten tournament and being a double bye. Go get yourself a quad 1 win on the road.
Maybe get an 8 seed.
How about that? Go get that. Leave no doubt.
It's gonna be tough.
Do you want an 8 seed though?
Why not?
Who cares? 8-9. I think that's your ceiling, unless you win the Big Ten tournament.
But I almost, I was talking with
8-9.
I was talking with one of Josiah's family members yesterday. Wouldn't you almost be better at a 10 seed? So then you don't turn around and face that 1 seed in the second round.
That's a good point.
Like you'll take any seed at this point.
Well,
I just want to win.
Well, the one projection, and the reason I said it, we were talking about this too. I think there's a few of those bracketologies out there, and one of them had us as a 10 seed playing the number 7 seed Florida in Omaha.
I did see that.
How great would that be to go kick all those people in blue out of their chairs and go make that place red for a weekend?
Those have been updated since then. But who knows? Bracketology is fascinating to me. Again, go get the road win and get back home on Sunday. You got Rutgers. You got a little revenge on your mind. If you get past Ohio State to Rutgers, go get Michigan and just see where the chips land. Mm-hmm. But I do think Thursday, again, every game is big. But if you can go on the road and get a quad 1, all the talk about not being in, maybe being in is done.
Right.
You go to Ohio State, you win on the road. That conversations about if you're in or if you're not in go away. It's now what seed are you going to be?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'll say it again. Rutgers scares me. I just don't think we match up well with them.
At home, we match up well with anybody. That's the X factor, I believe, at this point. But I agree with you. We don't. They're big. They're kind of big and physical and long and athletic.
Yeah.
But coming at home, it seems like, again, we're a top 10 team at home.
But right now we're in the double bye.
Double bye, big spot. And again, that's something for the team. And I know that they'll be focused not on that. They'll be focused on Ohio State. Not looking at double bye stuff, not getting too far ahead, but trying to get that next road win coming up.
Yeah.
That'd be huge.
Oof.
And you're getting a lot of help.
Yeah.
Okay. You still got cheering interest out there.
Northwestern could lose tonight.
They have Maryland on the road.
They could lose tonight.
We looked
at
the
Terps.
schedules. Yeah, I mean, we looked at the schedules the rest. Well, we had the easiest slate the rest of the way out. The top 3 guys had a lot more in front of them than we did going in.
Yeah, we got probably the easiest remaining schedule.
We did.
Yeah, we had the bottom 3 teams.
Right.
Speaking of that, I don't know if you saw some hoops last night. I kind of want to bring this up just a little bit before we take our first break and get T and Larry Florence hanging out with us here shortly. Will brought this up yesterday. When you start looking at bracketology, it is such a unique year when you start looking at programs, the transfer portal, NIL, and some of the teams that are sitting on the bubble right now is mind-blowing to me. The fall of some teams right now, if you're looking at CBS or ESPN, you've got teams like Gonzaga, last 4 in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Last 4 in. Texas, first 4 out. Now they got a big win last night on the road. They're a first 4. How about Oregon sitting out first 4 out? Dana Altman been running a really nice program out there. Wake Forest has played their way back in, by the way, after a win.
Yep.
But you start looking at some of these teams and you start breaking it down on the bubble. This is how they're throwing on the bubble teams. You got Michigan State sitting there on the bubble. Think about that. The history of Michigan State. Texas on the bubble. Virginia.
They've been
Out of the ACC.
Yeah.
Colorado, Gonzaga. By the way, Gonzaga right now. And this is where you start looking at the wins in all the quads. Gonzaga 1-5 in quad 1.
Wow. That is, you are not used to that.
No, Colorado 1-5 in quad 1.
Well,
Texas 4-7.
So we'd be surprised Colorado. I mean, Colorado.
Well, I'm saying they've
never...
been making a way up, but it's just interesting. You look at those, especially like a Gonzaga, 1-5.
Yeah, that's
2-1 in quad 2.
And Colorado, honestly, in my mind, is underachieving this year because mark my word, they will have 3 players taken in this year's NBA draft. 3.
Really?
3.
Who, Colorado?
Yes.
Yeah, there's some studs out
wow. That's crazy. Gonzaga. Hey, Mark Few is still
he's a great,
coach.
outstanding coach, but you could see the difference in things starting to move. You look at ESPN, they've got some other team. They've got the next 4 out. Here's some next 4 out teams to watch. K-State, we know that. Iowa, next 4 out. They're the second. Villanova sitting as a first 4 out team.
That's
as
crazy.
Well. Virginia, we talked about. Wake Forest, we talked about. Texas, Gonzaga. But it's just interesting to start looking at the ebbs and flows of teams that are perennial staples in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the best part about it is? Nebraska's not on that conversation right now.
And Mississippi State, who was on the bubble, they lost to Kentucky last night.
Oh, that was terrible loss for them. They led that. I watched that one. My good man. And Kentucky tried to give it back in that game. Mississippi State led the entire way until about 3 or 4 minutes left in the game, somewhere in there. And Kentucky got a 1-point lead, and on the bottom it said first lead of the night.
Ooh. They gave it away.
Gave it away. And they lost on a buzzer beater.
There was 2 great shots last night.
Oh my goodness.
Nevada.
Nevada was incredible.
Nevada over Colorado State, half court buzzer beater. And
at Colorado State, by the way. Talking about stunning.
State.
And Colorado State is a really good basketball team.
They're going to make the tournament.
Well, they're sitting at 6 seeds in most bracketology. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
And then in the NBA, you had Max Strus for the Cavaliers also nailing a half-court buzzer beater.
Second longest buzzer beater in NBA history.
Really?
59 feet.
Wow.
I watched it this morning. I caught it all in Sports Center. 59 feet the second. Devontae Graham, number 1 at 61 feet.
Will they go out with a tape measure after that?
I don't know, but it was 59 feet based on the spot on the floor. 61 is the record. It was 2. And that's coming after Luka and had just been this sick pass for them to take the lead. And
before that, Max Strus was on fire.
On fire.
He could not miss.
So, yeah, a lot of stuff. So, a lot of stuff we'll keep tracking with bracketology as we go through in Nebraska. Again, we'll focus on Thursday night. Thursday at Ohio State. Another big-time opportunity for Nebraska to solidify their place in that tournament coming up. So, but let's take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Mac, Henry T. Buchanan, along with Larry Florence.
More next on the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Bring the man. And what up, T?
Yeah, hey, what's up, fellas?
How you doing?
All right. Larry just emailed me, asked me what he was supposed to do. I told him to click on the link and then add his name. So
okay,
he can join us anytime.
He should put a nickname on. What was his nickname?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna bring
Flo.
Larry
Flo. T, if he can't figure it out, I'll just call him.
Yeah.
I told him to check spam if you couldn't find it. And I said once you get to it, just click on the link and then add his name and then join. So
okay.
Apparently, have you and Shu been having conversations about court storming?
Yes, I got my opinion. So let's talk about that when we get.
I'm gonna bring it up.
Yeah,
I think people are soft, but that's just me.
I got something.
I call BS on it, but I'll give my opinion when the question comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw this. I got to bring this up before.
Oh, hold on.
We get into something here. T, I saw you post that photo of the urinal And how
Oh
short
my
it was.
God! It was the bottom of it wasn't even to my calf. I couldn't believe. I'm like, what the hell is this?
What bar are you in? And it's got a. It's
It
got
was
like a.
it's called Richardson's. It's a nice spot. It's kind of a high end place, you know. And I met one of my buddies there just for a happy hour after work, and I went to the restroom. And I normally go to the commode because I like to, my privacy and all
Right.
that.
Yeah.
So I go to the stall, the urinal. I'm like, what the hell is this? I look down. I'm like, man, that's the lowest I've never seen one that low. I had to take a photo of it.
So I saw you post that, and I'm thinking to myself, I gotta. There's no way Shu hasn't said something yet. And
Yeah, you saw his comment. Did you see his
and
comment?
I knew he was gonna make fun of your height or something.
Oh
and
yeah.
I couldn't have been right. Hooks, he said, this is
yeah.
what Shu said. He said, it's not about height, T. Someone said it's perfect for you, LMAO. I just knew Shu was gonna say something,
Wow.
T.
Damn, Shu.
Yeah, he said he's trying now. He just texted me, so he should pop up anytime.
Perfect.
Okay. All right.
Perfect. And Thew's with us today too. He's
Yeah.
He's got his
He said he knows Larry, and he wanted to be a part of it. He called me the other.
awesome. And like I said, we're gonna keep it when I was talking to these guys, man. I think everybody's got some really good.
Yeah, my
questions.
son played a year with Larry. When
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna ask him who the better Buchanan was then. Oh, I'm asking out of the gate.
Now my son would tell you he was a better shooter, and I would have to agree with him. But other than that, I got him.
That's gonna be awesome. Yeah, Thew's on the phone. He'll be back in a minute.
T, we got snow yesterday.
You got to be kidding,
Bro.
Nope.
Bro, listen. I was in shorts. I golfed on Monday, and it snowed yesterday.
You got to see that's Nebraska weather for you.
You don't miss it.
It's insane.
Oh,
Yeah.
looks like Oh, okay. I thought he was clicking. Oh, what
There he is. There he is.
Sweet.
We got a few coming. There he is.
What's up?
Larry, what's
going
up,
on?
man?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Fantastic. That hat you wear yesterday here it was 80 degrees, and I golfed on Monday, and it snowed yesterday.
Oh wow, not down here. Well, it's changing up a little bit. We down here in South Alabama, so we don't get weather like we did in Nebraska. So
Hey, listen, I'm with you. I grew up in North Carolina in Charlotte. I ain't built for this.
And I'm living in the AZ, baby. And so I'm.
oh yeah, out there in sunny Arizona.
Oh,
Oh
absolutely.
my God, I can't wait to visit you though, man.
Yeah, you got to. Hey, and your boy's here. Eric Warfield just walked in about 20 minutes ago.
He's at your house?
He's already taking it. He's out here for golf, so he's already taking a nap.
Okay,
man.
tell him
All right, you guys ready?
Sit tight.
make sure you tell him I say hello, man. I haven't
I
seen
sure
Warfield in
will.
a while.
Y'all graduated the same year.
Welcome back to the morning hookup. Happy hump day. Yeah, listen. I don't know what. I hope you refilled your coffee or whatever you decide to drink in the morning, because I don't want you to miss this. We've got Henry T. Buchanan hanging out with us. We also have special guest Larry Florence. What's up, fellas?
What's up?
What's up? I see my guy Malone. What's up, my friend? How you doing, man?
Hey, G. What's up now? What's up, fellas?
Nothing, man. I got an echo.
I think one of us has an echo on the other side, but we'll get through it.
Okay. I have to be professional. I'll get through it. I got this. Again, we got Larry Florence, we got Steve Malone, we got Henry T. Buchanan. Larry, I'm going to start with you, my friend, because there's a few questions I got that I need to know first so I can address this correctly. First of all, what was the nickname?
My nickname?
Yes.
I don't know. I had quite a few. L Dog, L Flow, Sly Inglewood. Which one you prefer?
Yes, not sticking with the L Flow.
Yeah,
I dig that.
L Flow, L Dog.
Doing that. Also, the question came up because he gave me a little piece. Now, he didn't know I was going to ask this. So he told me you played with his son for a year.
I don't know if it's mine set up or what, but I couldn't even understand the questions.
Hey, Larry, I saw you had those earphones. Were you using earphones?
No, I don't.
Oh, you weren't? Okay, never mind then.
Yeah,
all right, go ahead then.
Okay, let's try again. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, perfect. So T told me that you played with his son for a year.
Yeah, I did, Brian.
All right, let's settle the debate. The debate right now: the better Buchanan, Brian or T?
Oh, T by far.
Oh, wow.
T by far. B was cool, but he wasn't his dad. You know? No way. I love him to death, but nah, I'm not gonna take him over the dad. No.
That's good
Is that
stuff.
a debate? Is that been a debate?
No,
What?
not a debate. T just told me, so
Maybe.
I was like, rib T a little bit because I hear all the stories of sports courts and T used to light it up and the
Oh,
stories
yeah.
of him making free throws, and I just know Brian could shoot, man. Brian could light it up.
Yeah, he could. But he still couldn't mess with his dad. Though his dad brought a lot to the table, you know. And I don't think B got enough opportunity to really prove what type of player he really could have been. But just having him around us and just being with him, man, was an excitement. In my life, he was our little brother, and he always was there with a smile, showing us love, man. That's why we love him so much to this day. And I was just so happy when he called me last week, because I hadn't talked to him in a while, and I just had found some pictures that I was trying to send to Cookie Belcher that I had found of them too. We was out having fun one time, but that's our little brother, man, and I'm proud of him. But he's still not dad.
Larry, you came back a few weeks ago for the Legends Weekend. It was good to see you back, man. What was it like coming back? When was the last time you were in Lincoln?
Oh my God, it was amazing. The energy and the people, it was unbelievable. And to me, it gave me a sense of hope, in my life, because I left Lincoln December of 2001. And at that time, I really felt that I didn't really complete my mission, or I didn't live up what I wanted to do. But when I went back, and the people and the kids who are now adults, would come and tell me how I was one of their favorite players, and their grandparents, and it really changed my perspective on my career and my life. It put me at a sense of ease. It did. But the people was unbelievable. The crowd was, oh my God. And Coach Holberg, oh, he's unbelievable, man. I mean, he's a great guy first and foremost. And I think he's got the team heading in a great direction. We just got to keep, being behind him and keep encouraging him and those guys.
Larry, good morning. And it was an honor to get to see you when you came back. And, I always tell the stories about how you used to dunk on all of us when you would show us those rec center games. It was just quite unfair. But talk a little bit about, your recruitment when you came into the program and stuff like that, and how when you were able to come back for Legends Weekend, on how the college game has changed from your perspective a little bit.
Well, my beginning was, quick story. We were playing this team in Columbus, Georgia. It's about 5 minutes from me, and this was a big rivalry. And of course, the crowd was crazy, and the atmosphere was unbelievable. And then I see Danny Nee and Coach Williams. And I didn't know him, of course. I didn't know anything about him, but I had a great game, and I know the next day they were over at Central High School in Phoenix City, talking to me. And I like to tell that story that one of my rivalries and one of my friends led to me to one of the best decisions in my life. And they were recruiting him heavily. He was a big man. He was 6'8", and Coach was looking for size, but it was something that I did in that game where it took their attention, and that the rest is history. They, like I say, they came to my school the next day. We started having a conversation, and they stayed consistent. Coach Williams, and Danny Nee, they all stayed consistent with their communication with me, and I felt it was a great place for me to go, and my mom did too. And I thank my mom every day, because it was a few times that I felt like, well, I went to the wrong school, or maybe I didn't go to a school that was, suited for my talent. But she would not let me leave. She would always know. It's like those are good people up there. They recruited you. They showing you a lot of love, and you have to be loyal to them. And, it always stuck in my heart, that she made sure that I stayed at the University of Nebraska. And I'm so thankful that she did. And, as far as, watching the game now, the game is it's less physical, of course. It's more, as far as these guys are a lot more athletic, I would say so. As far as the jumping and being able to have the skill-wise ball handling and all the things that the game consists of now. But as far as when we played, the game was a lot physical, a lot stronger, and more aggressive. And I think the game has opened up more, and that's today's time. So you have to make those adjustments. I think that's what the game is right now, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with with the game elevating to new heights.
Again, we're sitting here on the morning hookup speaking to legends Henry T. Buchanan, Larry Florence. T, I always ask the question because you're always so gracious and bring great people, again, like Larry on our show. You guys talk, we'll start with T, but talk about how your relationship started and how it's blossomed to now. I'll give you both a chance here because T and Larry, you'll probably laugh when I say this because Henry T. Buchanan is the mayor, not Fred Hoiberg. Henry T. Buchanan is the mayor of getting you guys and defining what it means to be Husker brothers.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, the way that T and those guys, man, really is making this possible because they love Husker basketball so much. And I don't know if it wasn't for T and a few of his teammates and Bo and those guys for coming back, it wouldn't be what it is. It's a special time, and I wanted to continue to grow. I want a lot of our guys from our area to start, coming back more and continue to get behind this program because, like I said, it's going into amazing space right now. So, I just, I really thank T for that because he's constantly pushing for unity when it comes to Husker basketball. And, that's why we love him and appreciate him so much. It's important.
And I definitely agree. And, and Larry and I go way back. Of course, I was still living in Lincoln when Larry was playing. And I always went up there to the Devaney and played pickup ball with him and Cookie and the Ty Lues of the world. And I've always stayed involved with the program. And can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we hear you, T.
Okay, yeah. Stay involved with the program. Then my son got the opportunity. Coach Lee gave my son a scholarship and got the opportunity to play with Larry and Rodney Fields and Cookie Belcher guys, and he learned a lot from them. And just having and just having fun with these guys. I can remember one. I don't know if Larry remember this. I remember one time I had Larry and my son and Cookie and a bunch of players. I think it was a New Year's Eve party. And my
oh yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yes. Great night. Great time. Great time.
I don't know if that's the story I want to tell, but all the players after me, it was just like my little brothers, and I always wanted to look after them, and always wanted to be there for them and whatever they needed, and I loved playing with them because I was still in pretty good shape at the time. To just stay in shape, and I always wanted to let the guys know that there were some guys before you, and we still support the program and support you. And also, our pride always wanted us to let them know, hey, we can still play too.
Oh yeah, that won't go anywhere.
Oh yeah, so I developed a relationship with Larry and his teammates, and I still stay in contact with most of them. Rodney Fields, I know he's moved out to Florida. He was in Ohio for a little while, and he moved back home to Tampa. I got Cookie's number. I haven't talked to him in a year or so, but I try to reach out to him from time.
I got a chance to see him 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, for the first time, it was a great feeling. Great feeling seeing Belcher.
That's awesome. Yeah. I got his number there. I talked to him a couple of times, and actually, I met his brother when he was coaching, and I got a chance to talk to his brother, Cookie's brother. I know he's out in Florida at one of those. It's at the D1 program, and he's coaching out there. And I know he was at Illinois State for a little bit, but
I think he's at Jacksonville now in Alabama.
Oh, he's in Alabama now.
Yeah. He was just at my high school, maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe a little longer. Yeah. Okay. He recruiting a kid from our high school.
All right. So it's just that Husker, and it even goes back even before me with the Brian Banks, when they were supporting us when I was playing, and he came back from just playing overseas and talking, been in my ear about, and what I should do to lead the program. And so you always want to share your experiences and just kind of show the young bucks, this is, you got to work hard 365 days a year. It's just not during the season. You got to play during the summer. Anytime you can pick up a basketball, and it's always opportunity to learn. And that's what I try to do with Larry and the rest.
Larry, I wanted to ask you, man, what do you like about this current team, man? They got a chance to do something that has never been done in Nebraska. What do you see in this team, and why are we being successful more than past years?
Well, I think what they're getting right now is they're getting consistency. I think early in the season they were a little bit up and down or played, good in the half. But what I see is a team full of guys that got confident. I'm like, when I walked in and watched them in practice when I first came up there, it was like everyone was serious, everybody was intense with with detail on what they were doing. But I think they have a lot of chemistry that shows, in certain moments, and you have some guys that step up. But I think if we can get everybody on the same page, this team can really go farther than we have. And that's always been my my dream and hope for Husker basketball, is we can just get over that hump and continue to go into the NCAA tournament. But the way that they're playing right now, I think they're playing with a lot of heart. And of course the fans is behind them and giving them so much encouragement. So we're gonna see what's going how it's gonna turn out. But I think those guys are heading in the right direction, heading to the turn.
Larry, I've always labeled you as the king of reels on social media. It is. No, it's great. Whether it's one of your inspirational, speeches, about how you're fighting this, or whether it's one of the reels that you pop up on making those plays against Kansas. And it's been such an honor to be able to show those to my son. I know T has met him too, that wants to be a basketball player eventually as well. And I know T will tell you this too. You one of the most athletic players that I ever saw wear a Husker uniform, and it's great to be able to see those. And you had your time at Nebraska, and even mentioned maybe there were some times where things weren't easy, but I'm glad you stuck with it. And now being removed from your playing days and being able to see with the current things that you're going through, that not only your Husker brothers, but also the Nebraska fans, to reiterate the fact that once a Husker, always a Husker, and just see the support that you've got from Husker Nation as a whole. How has that made you feel, and how has that also helped you personally to want to keep fighting and
oh my God,
and conquer this?
As far as making those reels, man, I spend a lot of time as far as downtime, and I'd be bored, so I just try to create it. But I was getting a lot of activity from people from all over that I had no idea that I had a positive impact on their life. So that encouraged me to continue to do it. And people sending me messages saying, "Oh, thank you, Larry. I was down today, but I watched your video or I read what you said." And that gave me so much more energy and so much fight for life, and I've been asking, I've been praying, what it is that God will want me to do with this ailment that I'm going through. And that would continue to lead me to, continue to show my fight, continue to show my journey, because it's not about me at this stage. So I try to encourage people by my reels and showing them that, you can keep going, you can keep fighting. I'm dealing with something that, not people still don't know about, with multiple myeloma. So it was something that was, really, it just was a shock to me. And how did that help me? Even just having, going through Nebraska for all those years and the hard work, and how you had to be committed to excellence. And the foundation was set, like before me. So once I got there, it was a whole new world, and the weight program, as far as the training table, all those things changed my life and my mentality. And I took so much love from Nebraska, man. My life has been on a unbelievable high since I left there. But that did something to me, spiritually. When you go to a place and you give it all, you want some of that love back. And once you start receiving it, now you feel comfortable in yourself and, you know, in myself as a man to be like, okay, I did leave a positive impact, you know, on the people in Nebraska and you know, every country that I played basketball at. But that Husker love is something that I've been wanting for a long time, you know, as far as us to start coming back and do like the football guys do every year. And, you know, how big that is. And that's something that I had dreamed about for a long time. So I wasn't even supposed to make that trip. I was just getting out of the hospital. But I told my doctors and my family that, no, I'm not going to miss this. I haven't been able to go the last couple of years, but I wasn't going to miss this trip. I just needed that. And it was well worth it. You know, so much love, man, and so much support. It gave me continued, you know, strength to keep fighting. And you know, on the basketball court, you know, Matt, I like I said many a times, man, it's like you know, I felt like I didn't live up to what I wanted to do or what, you know, people from my hometown felt like I should have done. But, you know, I had to learn that, you know, everything was like based around team setting for me. And once I got that, it wasn't about individual. That's why I went to practice every day. That's why I hit the weight room hard every day, because it was about the team. And once I, you know, accepted that, you know, I was okay with where my game was, and I accepted that. And to this day, you know, I'm okay with it now. So I put that at, you know, at peace. And Husker weekend really, you know, helped me in that form.
Larry, I want to ask you, I know that you're, man, inspirational, man. You know, just listening to you talk and what this place means. I came here back in 2000 roughly, and I've embraced this place from North Carolina, but going back to it, I can tell we've met, but your time on the court, I could tell that you're one tough SOB, because the stats will tell what they tell.
Mm-hmm.
But you were 3-time lifter of the year,
Yes,
and you were
sir.
also Husker Power Male Athlete of the Year.
First
Talk
basketball.
about those, because that's the first. Yeah, you're the first basketball player ever to get that award. Because you said you went to work every single day. You went to the gym. You went to the weight room. Talk about that process, because I don't think kids nowadays understand that. They see stats, they see stars, they see NIL, they see all the other crap, but they don't see that part.
Yes. Well, I once I got up, you know, to the University of Nebraska, of course, the weight program, and I always, you know, tell anybody that Nebraska was at the cutting edge of sports performance and strength and conditioning. And every top 5 power school right now in the country, they got their pattern from the University of Nebraska. So, you know, when going up there and meeting guys like, you know, Tommy Frazier or Rashawn Jackson, or meeting those guys, is just seeing how massive and strong they were. And I'm like, okay, this is a whole different ball game from, you know, what I was used to. So I constantly got in that weight room. Chad, you know, he put a lot of energy in me. He's like, Larry, you have the opportunity to be good, so let's take advantage of it. And I listened to him. And I knew coming from, you know, Phoenix City, I always had to play the 4 and the 5 position when it comes to basketball. And here in my area, we wasn't blessed with guys that was 6'7", 6'8". So automatically, if you 6'2", or a little bit higher, you're going to play in the 4 and 5. So my skills as far as handling the ball and being able to shoot the ball was limited. But I knew I was in a hurry, because time moves so fast, you know, when you go to, you know, a Division I university. So that's why I went in the weight room so hard. I said, okay, I might not have this skill-wise right now, so let me get stronger. Let me get faster. Let me learn how to play better on defense. And to me, that would really made me the player that I end up being there. But just going to the weight room, it became, you know, I wanted to do it. You know, Chad used to have to put me out sometimes, like, no, you can't come in today. But I just wanted to be able to fit in and make the team, you know, as best as we could by doing my part, by being in shape, by being on time, by being there, just being available. And I knew lifting weights and taking care of my body, that would allow me to be able to do it.
You know, and Larry, and, you know, I'm glad you just shared that. And, you know, I was lucky enough to be the lifter of the year by senior year as well, but not years in a row. And I didn't realize you was the male lifter of the year. And that's going to change my opinion
Yeah.
You remember that? Was it last year we had that survey, the best all-around athlete of all time in Nebraska, and I threw Eric Strickland's name in
Yes.
there,
Yes.
and I think you
Yes.
comment that there was more. Now I get what you're saying.
Yes.
You know, because I know you was a heck of an athlete. Don't get me wrong and everything, but hearing this story, and I was around, but I missed that.
Yes.
And
Yes.
people don't realize when we talk about our lifting program and our strength and conditioning, and you know, I had Brian Bailey and Randy Goebel that that made us work hard. And if anything that it did for me personally and our team, and I'm sure it did the same thing for you, is that when it was 5 minutes left in the game,
Oh yeah. Oh,
we were
pride
still
myself
at
on
100%.
that. I
You
pride
know,
myself on that, T.
absolutely,
Pride myself on
absolutely.
that.
So now I may have to bring that survey question up, man, because that you done moved up on my chart. You know,
I would. I
yeah,
would
I didn't
never.
realize that. I knew you was a heck of an athlete, and I thought of you too, and it was somebody else's question, and I just happened to respond. He's the first one that came to my mind because I thought about his playing football in high school, and I know T.O. wanted him to play at Nebraska, and I know he played a little professional
Yes.
baseball. So I
Yes.
was kind of looking at all that. But as far as what he did, and he was just a natural, and
Oh
you
my
were a
God.
natural yourself, but just the additional work that you put in,
Oh yeah.
that just floored me. And matter of fact, I got my plaque right over here. You know, it's sitting
Oh
over here.
man.
But,
Oh yeah.
He's
it's
got a lot of them over there.
yeah, you see, it's right there next to the end. That's my little lifter of the year plaque. You know,
Okay.
it was called Iron. It's called Nebraska Iron Man at the time.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty awesome, Larry.
I want to think and still believe that I was the first and probably only basketball player to win that award at the university. So
it's no doubt.
No doubt.
I wear that with so much pride. It was kind of a crazy day, and you could feel something was going on. And Coach Nee was very like, you make sure you be there. You make sure you be there. Make sure you be there. And me and Cookie and my buddy Chad Johnson.
Yeah.
I did not have a clue. I didn't even think that I would even have a chance to win that award. But I wear that award with so much respect, man, and so much honor, because what that did to my life, it really gave me a sense of, accomplishment, that you can go to a great university and compete with some of the greatest athletes that football, baseball, basketball had ever seen, and you can win that award. And that's why, I'm so thankful that I was able to win that award. And I try to not brag, but lately I have been bringing that up, that I was the first one to win that as far as basketball. So it was go ahead, T.
And you're still working out. I still see you working out.
Oh, yeah.
You're still working out. You still got the shoulders.
To tell the truth, man, I reward all that to my days at Nebraska. That prepared me for what I'm going through right now.
Absolutely.
Those days and hours spent in the weight room and the training, eating 4 and 5 times a day, it helped me. It really did, because I was physically strong enough to take on this this multiple myeloma, and that helped me a lot, man. I know it did, because you can't go through this and be weak. No way.
Larry, I need you to make me. I know we've talked about this before, but I need one thing out of you.
Yes, sir.
You keep getting stronger, because I saw the glow in your face, and we all look forward to seeing you back at Legends Weekend next year. So you keep doing this.
Oh yeah, I am. I definitely am, and I'm not missing it anymore. God let me live. I'm gonna be there, and I got an opportunity to meet a great brother, Scoop, from Chicago, and he got in contact with me, and he was interested in trying to communicate with me. I was like, man, why I never met you before, man? But it's so many brothers I met this weekend. That weekend, that it just brought back so much positive insight in my life. So I'm keep going, man. I'm keep pushing, and trying to keep beating this multiple myeloma. Has been a real battle for 10 years, man, and still going. And I'm in a state right now to where, I'm in a situation where I have to find help. If not, then I would be like the thousands of people that losing their life with this particular disease. And as I've been saying lately, it's sad that people anywhere in the world, but definitely in the United States, that people are dying because they can't afford to live. And to me, that doesn't make sense. And I try not to say too much or speak out of things that I don't know, but to me that shouldn't happen. And that's why the love and the support that's been coming my way, I'm so grateful for it. And I feel like that's how we as people should be, as far as supporting each other.
Yeah, Larry, sorry,
Go
T,
ahead.
I just got to bring these comments. We
Yeah,
got Ernesto
comments.
sending prayers to Larry. Troy says praying for healing and continued strength for Larry and his family.
Thank you.
I pray
Thank
that you win this
Thank
fight. We got Ryan who said him and his dad, he loved watching you number 5 as a kid. So
Oh my God. That's so the love that I've been receiving from Nebraska, man, has
Larry, man, we're putting our arms around you right now. Okay. I can tell you that. You said something earlier that struck me. It's you look for it, man. You give so much and you don't know what you've done until the time is like right present, right?
yes.
What you have done is you've given people not just athletically what you did on the court, but just continue to stay present has been a lot to a lot of people. And I know today I hope you felt it because you've gained a lot of new love just on this small radio show that we do. And I know you didn't want to get to that point, but we've also posted the page that people can go and contribute to as well. Because we want to
I appreciate all the people, everyone in the state of Nebraska. From the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you. I want to thank you for accepting me as a child and still accepting me now as a man. And the love that I've been receiving from the people is unbelievable. Each day I'm getting a message or I'm getting a new friend from Nebraska, and I accept it all because I love and appreciate everything about the state as far as the love that's given, man. And it's given me so much strength to keep fighting, and that's what I want to show through my fight, that you can continue to push and you continue to go through things as long as you have the right support and the right people behind you. This world can be a better place. And that's what I'm trying to encourage and trying to motivate people to support each other and love each other. And let's get back to what this great country was built on, and that's working together, and understanding that we all may go through certain things, and it doesn't matter. Don't judge. If you can help someone, give them a helping hand. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be okay, because you get that back, because God is watching everything that we do, and at the end of the day, He has the final say. But everybody in the state of Nebraska, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you for all your love, support, your messages, your Cash App, your GoFundMe. It's really helping me. But it also gives me another platform to continue to push this message, because as I had explained before, a lot of people don't know about multiple myeloma, but you do the stats, it's getting worse each year. Each year it's getting worse. 30,000, 33,000. Now it's up to 35,000 cases each year. And it's a very deadly disease, but it's more manageable now than it used to be, because I was given at that time 5 to 10 years to live. But with new science and new improvement, things have gotten better for me. And that's why I always encourage people, like, if you can help someone, do it. It's okay to do that. And as long as you take care of your business and you're doing things, for yourself and your family, it's okay to give people, a helping hand. And, once again, from the bottom of my heart, everybody in the state of Nebraska, I love you and I appreciate you.
Well, I can also, if you maybe make a promise, I'll promise you this won't be the last time that we have. I know it won't be for T for sure, because he's been our guy for over a lot of years, hanging out with us and bringing great people like yourself on. This won't be the last time.
Thank you.
That we see Larry Florence.
Thank you, man. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Matt, where we are, man. You've been my biggest fan, and man, I appreciate you so much. T, I love you, man. I appreciate you, man. You have no idea how much you have helped me in my life, man. So continue to smile, continue to live, continue to give off that positive energy that you've been giving to this world, man. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Larry.
You guys are awesome, and I hate to do it, but we got to get out of here and take a break and get to the end of this. But guys, I'm going to tell you now, I love you both. I love all of you, man.
Thank
And
you, man.
thanks for taking the time to hang out with us. Stay
Thank
safe, stay blessed, and we'll catch up with you guys real soon.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank
fellas.
Thank you, guys.
All right, peace.
You guys.
you. Peace.
Whew. Do we need to take a break?
Yeah, let's take
Let's
quick
take a
one.
break. Let's
Okay.
take a quick break. Let's reset a little bit, and we'll come back and wrap up the show.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
First time
Wow.
has been brought to tears
Woo.
on a show.
You know what? I know you guys got to watch them, but quit looking at stats, man. Whatever there is parts in life like you just don't realize that what you give back and like how much you give and then how much you get to get back. Like the message and stuff. Again, great messages out there. You guys are sending, Larry. But also, if you feel moved, we did. If you look on the stream, we'll get it posted in a lot of different places too. There is a GoFundMe page because. And we didn't want to go there with him, but he has been through a lot. Like a lot of people go through cancer battles and have struggles, but you forget about the losses, not just like physical losses, but they go through like houses, cars, battles, can't work. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no other that you can support Huskers than through that.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Some great stuff there.
He's fighting too.
Yeah, man.
He is. And he has days that are better than others. I mean, he looked good. He looked good today. He really did.
Just powerful. Getting a lot of messages too. Raph, I appreciate it, brother. Raph, again, whatever walk of life, man. He said he sat in his car for 20 minutes listening.
Man,
appreciate it. It's just inspirational, man.
Yeah.
But I get just the fact that it's so selfless. It wasn't about him. It was about like making this place better.
Yeah.
Like that's a part that got me.
This place, man. He's
going through like talking about being a fighter, like going through your own like his battle to be able to talk about a different message.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about everyone else.
Yeah, man.
Well, and it's full. I think it's full circle too of the fans and the family, because while you're here playing, you get the support of Husker Nation in a certain aspect, and that kind of goes away when your playing days are over. But when one of your own goes through something like this, you see that being a Husker fan doesn't simply end once that person steps off the court of the field. And I think that was the biggest surprise for Larry himself, is that no, you're in this family. We're still fans. Yeah. We're still going to support you in a different capacity now. And I think that's what just blew him away. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, all the meds and everything in the world can only go so much, but I think it's what he gets from us emotionally that really helps him through this.
Hold that thought. We'll be right on.
Yes. Welcome back in the morning hookup. Happy hump day. Special thanks. One to Henry T. Buchanan hanging out with us, and then having Larry Florence on, and all you guys taking the time to listen to the message, the inspiration that Larry provides to all of us. And if you missed any of that, again, you can go to kfornow.com, and we will have that part up. The entire show will be up. And we'll probably come back and play some more of that throughout some times, man, because that was pretty powerful, and we appreciate it. And a lot of you guys, it's amazing the messages that are being sent to Larry right now from you guys.
And you can tell he loved seeing those. Brought him to tears.
Yep.
That was a great interview. So good to talk to him, man. And we hope he wins this battle.
Yeah.
He's gonna too.
Yeah. He's gonna keep fighting, man. Like you get that positive response, and you just keep saying your prayers.
You don't be lifter of the year 3 times in a row for being soft.
How about that? Husker male athlete of the year. Husker power male athlete. First and only probably basketball player ever did it.
According to Thew, the most athletic player.
Yeah.
You loved watching him.
Oh gosh. I can remember a time where he showed up at an intramural game, and I don't think he was supposed to be there. I don't think Coach knew that he was going to be there, but they've got a gym at Maple Lee. It's where they did gymnastics and stuff. And there was just a kind of ragtag gym there, and there was a game there, and we were playing next. And I can remember Larry just soared like 11 feet in the air, threw down this dunk to where the rafters in that place shook. And I'm standing there, and I remember him just looking me in the eye and kind of shaking his head like you're next. And I did. And I've told him that story before, and that moment just stood out.
Well, man, wow, man. Well, here's Delmatera, and I appreciate everybody out there. If Larry told you one thing today, man, keep smiling. And if you get eye contact with somebody and they're not smiling, smile at them. Make their days, okay? You guys have a great Wednesday, and we will catch you on a Thursday.